we are going to read some poetry or some poems. Now, when we're reading these poems, there are some elements that we're going to be looking for. And the first element is on page 70. So you all have your books. I would like you to put your finger on the title, which is called Rhyming Poem. 170.
On number letter I.
Okay. I'm going to press it and it's going to read it to you, and I want you to follow along and I want you to track with your finger, okay? Rhyming poem.
Rhyming poem. A rhyming poem has words that end with the same sounds. Tells a poet's thoughts or feelings.
All right. So, today when we're reading our poems in our book, what is one element we're going to find in our poems? What's one thing that all these poems probably will have? Addie?
The same like sound.
The same sounds. Yep. It says at the end with the same sound. So they're going to rhyme. So yesterday, was it yesterday you guys had to write words that rhyme for Mrs. Murphy?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be looking for. We're going to look for the ending sounds to sound the same, to rhyme. And a lot of times we call those word families like hat, cat, mat, pat, bat, and so on. Okay?
Mice and knife.
Yes. Now, what is another element? It's so we're going to look for rhyming words, and then there was one more thing they mentioned. This one's kind of a tough one. They mentioned a poet's thoughts or his feelings. So a lot of times the poems will tell how somebody thinks or how they feel.
I was gonna say that.
Good job,
I
Eddie.
didn't know for sure.
Okay, so now, you are right. We're going to keep going, and they're going to tell us what we're going to look for today in our poems, okay?
Find text evidence. I can tell that Cats and Kittens is a rhyming poem. The author tells her thoughts about cats. Also, the last words in lines 1 and 2 rhyme. Cats and kittens express their views with hisses, purrs, and little mews. Instead of taking baths like me, they use their tongues quite handily. I wonder what my mom would say if I tried cleaning up that way. They stay as still can be, until a mouse they chance to see, and then in one great flash of fur, they pounce on a toy with a purr. By Constance Kermes.
Okay. So
Sometimes pairs of lines rhyme in a rhyming poem.
okay, sorry. They kind of read the page that we are going to be reading in just a minute, but they were stressing how at the end of each line, they're going to rhyme. So we're going to look for that in just a minute. Okay, now I also want you to turn your page to, can you just flip the page to 172. So just turn the page to 172.
And 173.
Yep, and 173. But we're only going to look at 172 today because tomorrow we're doing 173. Now, on 172, we have another element of poems. So we have rhymes, or rhyming. We have the poet's thoughts or feelings. Now, another element is rhythm. And you probably do rhythm in music. Who thinks they know what rhythm is? John, do you think you know?
It's gonna be.
The beat, exactly. So we're going to listen to this, and this is going to talk about the rhythm or the beat, because that is the element that poems have. Okay, put your finger on the word rhythm. This is a very hard word to sound out and spell. Just waiting for a couple friends. Find the word rhythm, and follow along as they read it, okay?
Rhythm. Poems have rhythm. Rhythm is the repeating accents in a poem. You can clap the rhythm or beats in a poem.
Okay, so what can we do, guys? Ingrid?
You can clap.
We're going to clap it. So today when we're reading them, and actually today we're going to listen to them, because that way we can clap it. It's going to be hard to kind of read it and clap it at the same time. So when we listen to it, we're going to clap it, okay? Now, here is an example. The desert camels ones is going to have some rhythm, and they're going to tell us about it. So when we listen to it, we'll know what they're talking about. Go ahead, Rain. Did you have a question?
No, another bee.
beat like that. You can clap it. You can hit your legs. Any way you can create a sound as long as it's constant. That is a beat. Good job. Okay, so in a minute we're going to practice that. Okay, so you guys can do it however you want. Has Mrs. Purple thing of music talked about beat rhythm?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Big and small rhythm.
Good.
So big and small.
Okay, let's listen to this. This is gonna finish it. So just listen. You can follow along a little bit, but I know they explain a little bit more, okay?
Find text evidence. Reread Desert Camels and listen to the rhythm. Listen to the beats in each line. Think about why the poet uses rhythm. Desert camels. Camels have a hump on their backs to carry people and their sacks. They're very strong, don't mind the sun, won't stop for drinks until they're done. They give people a bouncy ride. They sway and move from side to side. I'd like a camel for a pet, but haven't asked my mother yet. By Martine Wren.
Could you guys hear
I
the beats?
clap the beats in the first line. There are 8 beats. There are also 8 beats in the second line. The beats make the poem fun to read.
Okay, so why do we have the beats? She just said it at the very end. Why does the poet have beats? LES?
To make it fun.
To make it fun. So when we have a beat to it or a rhythm, it makes it more fun to read. Okay, now let's go back. Flip your books back to the very first poem, which is on 166 and 167, and it's called Cats and Kittens. Okay, so flip back a couple pages and find it so it matches this. Okay, now, as we read this, I want you to think. Our inquiry question is, what do we love about animals? This is going to be an easy question because I think you guys love lots of things about animals.
I love everything.
Now, I am going to play it. We're not going to read it today, but I expect you to follow along with your fingers. And you're tracking. If you're not tracking, you're not becoming a better reader. And I'm going to clip you down. Okay, so use your finger or a pencil or something to track, okay? Or like when you get a Wonders book and open up to 166 and it looks like there's a cat and a kitten.
Thomas Murphy. That looks like all cats. Oh, last year we had these like
Perfect.
We're gonna go on our fingers.
I'll ask Mrs. Jensen what she used, okay? Okay, all right, put your finger on 167 and we're gonna track. And as you're tracking, I want you to listen to words that rhyme. Because when we get down to the end, I want you to see if you can give Mrs. Murphy 2 words that rhyme. Because there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of words that rhyme. Okay.
Oh, I found one.
Use your finger. Here we go.
Cats and kittens express their views with hisses, purrs, and little mews. Instead of taking baths like me, they use their tongues quite handily. I wonder what my mom would say if I tried cleaning up that way. They stay as still can be, until a mouse they chance to see. And then in one great flash of fur, they pounce on a toy with a purr.
All
By
right.
Constance Kermes.
So, tell Mrs. Murphy. Yay, you guys found lots of words that rhyme. What was 2 that you found, Kaden?
Bird and that.
The very fur and purr.
Yes.
Okay, so Kaden found fur and purr. Mrs. Murphy's going to write them down. Instead, I'm just going to point to them. Fur and purr at the very end of these 2 lines. Brooklyn, what did you find?
It's right here. It's in the beginning. I found a couple.
Can you sound them out? Views
And me.
and muse. Good job.
And I found it.
Okay, I want you to only get 1 set to make it fair. Views and muse and fur and purr. Libby, what did you find?
Great flash.
What? Say it one more time, hon.
Great flash.
Look, these are all at the end. Is your words at the end? Okay, so look for two more that are at the end. I'll come back to you, okay? What did you find? Me and handily. Good job. Me, handily. John, what did you find?
Say and wait.
Say and weigh. Good job. Say, right? Say and weigh. Good job. Okay, there's one more set. Libby, did you find it? Say it loud, honey. No? We already have fur and purr. Is that what you were saying, purr, honey? We already found those two. Elias, can you help her out?
Dang it.
B and C. Good job.
No, this one.
No, we said it all. Now,
Same word.
it's the same word. So we want two different words. And guys, in poems, a lot of times the words rhyme at the end of the line. Did you guys see how this poet grouped these two together? So that is what we call two lines. Okay, we don't call them sentences because they don't end in a period. In poems, they're called two lines. Did you have a question, Eddie?
Yeah, but I thought it said kitten and cat wrong.
Does kitten and cats rhyme? No, that's just the title of it, and they start with it. But cats and kittens don't rhyme. No, those two words don't
I
rhyme.
was gonna say purrs and purrs. Because purrs.
Her and her would rhyme, but they're not at the end of the line, are they? Okay, can you guys tell Mrs. Murphy, how does this author, Constantine Kermes, how do they feel about cats?
I don't know.
What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Maybe good?
Love cats.
They like cats?
Maybe they might not.
They might not, but they kind of talk about, they talk about how they take care of themselves, and they clean themselves, and then they talk about how they pounce and play with the toys. So I think they enjoy cats. I think they like cats.
My cat bit my mom on the cheek.
Oh, man. Okay,
It
turn the page. Now, we're going to do another poem about desert camels.
Miss Murphy, we don't have any more anymore.
Okay,
This is the end of the ring.
all right, now, on this one, they want us to clap the beat. So the first time we listen to it, I want you to listen to rhyming words. The second time we listen to it, we're going to clap the beat. Okay, so first time, don't clap the beat, just listen to rhyming words. Okay, desert camels.
Desert camels. Camels have a hump on their backs to carry people and their sacks. They're very strong, don't mind the sun, won't stop for drinks until they're done. They give people a bouncy ride, they sway and move from side to side. I'd like a camel for a pet, but haven't asked my mother yet. By Martine Wren.
All right, Libby, did you find two words, Libby? Is it backs and sacks? You're right, backs and sacks. Who else? Louis, did you find two words that rhyme? Good, right inside. Kaden, just flip your page, okay? All right, right inside. Rain, did you find another one?
Son done.
Son and done. And what is the last one, Raylan?
Pet yet.
Pet and yet. Good job. Now, we're going to...
Blue stole mine.
You guys are so good on it. Now, we're going to listen to it again, but this time, we're not going to do it loud, but I want you to clap a beat. You can do it on your legs. You can nicely tap it. But we're not going to pound or do it really loud, okay? Because then we can't hear. All right, here we go. We're going to start with camels as we go. I want you to clap the beat. Here we go. Come on. Oh, here we go.
You have to hold it.
Desert,
You have to keep on holding.
desert camels.
Oh, that was very...
Camels have a hump on their back to caring people and their sacks. They're very strong, don't mind the sun, won't stop for drinks until they're done. They give people a bouncy ride, they sway and move from side to side. I'd like a camel for a pet, but haven't asked my mother yet.
Alright, let's look at
By
the
Martine Wren.
Let's look at the first line. And they want us to figure out how many beads are in the first line. Camels have a hump on their backs. Now, I'm going to do it this way. Watch how Mrs. Murphy taps it with her fingers to count it. Camels have a hump on their backs. How many beads did I get? Addie. 8. I got 5 and then 3 more was 8. Because I couldn't do it with 10 fingers. So I had to go kind of go like that. So we were kind of going a little slow with our beat. But what they want us to do is like, camels have a hump on their backs. That would be 8. Okay? Alright, so that is one way poems are written is to have beats so that they're more enjoyable. Okay?
Makes sense now that they have rhyming words on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I know what the other one is.
What's the other one?
6.
To carry people on their sacks. So you were close, but it's
8.
Eight on that one.
I bet every single one
Do
is.
you think they're all 8?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes. No.
I think they're all 8.
No.
Okay, let's go on to the last poem. A bat is not a bird.
I love that poem.
Bat is not a bird. A bat has neither feathers nor beak. He does not chirp, just gives a shriek. He flies by hearing sounds like pings, flapping his leathery wings. At night when I'm asleep in my bed, he gets to fly around instead.
Alright.
By Trevor Reynolds.
Sorry, I always interrupt them. They always read the author. Alright, who can find 2 rhyming words? I'm going to try to find someone who hasn't had a chance. Ellie, A, you haven't had a chance. Can you tell me 2 rhyming words? Yeah, can you say those words? Wings and pings. Wings and pings. Good job. Alright, what is another set, Corla? Good job, Tyson. Beak and shriek. Good job. And the last one. Ring, what is it? Bed and instead. Okay, so Tyson and Arya, I want you to open up to page 169. We're going to listen to the poem one more time, and I want you to count the beats with your fingers. Okay, let's start.
Murphy, I haven't got to tell. Oh, have I?
I think you have. I'm pretty sure you have. Maybe at least one. Okay, Tyson and Arya, since you just came in, we're learning about poems. Riley, grab a book. And we're learning how poems have rhyming words at the end of the lines, and they have beat or rhythm. So on this one, as the poet says it, I want you to tap the beats, okay? Here we go.
A bat is
Oh, it was going.
a bat a bat is not a bird. A bat has neither feathers nor beak. He does not chirp, just gives a shriek. He flies by hearing sounds like pings, flapping his leathery wings. At night when I'm asleep in my bed, he gets to fly around instead. By Trevor Reynolds.
Did you hear all the rhyming words? So our friend said beak and shriek rhyme, pings and wings, and bed and instead. Now who can figure out how many beats are in the first line? A bat has neither feathers nor beak. Alright, let's tap it. Ready? A bat has neither feathers nor beak. What did you get for that one? Rain?
9.
I got 9 too. Let's go to the next one. Okay, ready to tap it and clap it? He does not chirp, just gives a shriek. What did you get for that one, everybody?
9.
Okay.
All 9.
Let's keep going and see if we're right. Ready? He flies by hearing sounds like kings. What'd you guys get?
9. I got 8.
You got 8. That one was a little tricky. It's 8 or 9. It's close to 8 or 9. All right, let's do the last one. Or I guess we got 3 more. Flapping, flapping his leathery wings.
9.
All right, we got 2 more lines. Ready? Uh-oh, I bumped it. Sorry. Here we go. At night when I'm asleep in my bed.
9.
I got 9.
I got 10. 9. I got 10.
All right, last one. Here we go. Ready? He gets to fly around instead. That one I only got 8. 8, close to 9.
I got 9.
Okay.
I fell out of my chair.